Hi, this is Krishna Gopal. I'm back again with my Padi Hai with KG series of videos which I'm doing on this topic of global alliances. Okay, and it's a very touchy topic. I've done so many of them, right? How do you create a Rolodex? How do you make personal relationships and a few others? And today I'm going to talk about this aspect, the sticky aspect of the the contrarian view between the salespeople and the alliance people on what value the alliance people added in a particular transaction. Now, what happens in any company is that the alliance people are not necessarily in the field, right? They are probably sitting in the HQ or not as much in front of the customer as the salespeople are, and yet they have a target, right? Which is a shadow target many times. And the salespeople then, at the beginning of time may take some help, but at some stage they may ask this question of the alliance person: what value did you add? Okay. And this happens because once the sale comes through, the alliance person might want to go back to the salesperson and say, hey, please tag me in the CRM on that particular opportunity. And that's when the sales guy becomes very tough and says, what value did you add? Let me think about it and all of that. And without that tagging, the alliance guy cannot show progress against his target. Now, this is where I am trying to address this to alliance people. And so before I go there, I want to give an analogy of what is happening during the time of the pandemic. Okay. So during the time of the pandemic, when last year, when things were really shut down, and especially in India, when maids were even not allowed to come into your house, all of us had to get to mopping, swabbing the floor, to washing vessels, to drying clothes, to folding clothes, to ironing clothes, everything, right? And that's a very tough time. And in this scheme of things, I categorize people into three categories. Okay, so there is a homemaker, male or female, and then there are the others. So homemaker is the prime mover, and the others are in these three categories. What are the three categories? Category one is the absolutely committed people, right? Who don't have to be exactly told what to do. They jump in. They get up in the morning, figure out what is to be done. They look at the homemaker. They decide what is the missing area. They jump in and make it happen. Number two category are people who have to be given a job description. Okay, your job is to do swabbing the floor twice a week. Your job is to wash dishes in the evening. Your job is to fold the clothes. Your job is to fill the water bottles, etc., etc., etc. So they are job description driven people. And the third category are people who don't do any work. Okay, they are also there. They just will try and get along, try to ride off category 2 and category 1. Now, as an alliance person, you have to be in category 1. Okay, you have to be that person who is not really told what is required to be done, but is there for the salesperson. So how can you help, right? So if you are a true alliance manager for an OEM, either an Oracle or a AWS or something, then you must be more than a nodding familiarity person in that technology. So have you done certifications in AWS, certifications in Oracle? Do you know a little more than a salesperson does? What could be those areas? The bill of material. Do you know how the bill of material is to be optimized? What goes in? What is the bare minimum required? What are the various discounts that are applicable? Can you pull out some global discounts that are there because of some deals that you did elsewhere and apply it on this particular transaction? Can you bring an architect from somewhere to review the architecture? Maybe to review the presentation. So are you in category 1 person jumping in and helping the salesperson who has got many other things to do, many other alliances to chase? You are only this 1 or 2 or 3 alliance person. So do you bring that speciality, the specialization, that expertise to help the salesperson? Once such a thing is done, then you don't require to be able to request or exhort the salesperson, because he knows, like in the quarantine time, the homemaker will know who really is behind him or her, and who is, just doing what he's told to do, and who is actually play acting and not doing anything, right? So this is the difference. I mean, it is obviously you can't lay this down to the last detail, but you have to be much more than the salesperson in terms of that particular alliance. Your expertise, your technical expertise, access to people within the alliance organizations to be able to come and review some things, to be able to provide that little particular input, maybe an architect coming to on a customer call, maybe those kinds of stuff. So those are the value adds. If you bring, the salesperson will know automatically that you're value added. He or she will have no hesitation in tagging you and saying that, hey, he helped me on this particular sale. Thank you very much for watching this video. This is Krishna Gopal with my Buddy Hai with KG series of videos. Thank you.